Oh, hang on. Pause it. Pause your recording.
Okay. Pause the recording or just the video?
Oh, just the video. My bad.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't actually hit play.
What? You miss?
Doom Part 3 in 3, 2, 1. Hey, we're back with more Doom. So, fun fact about this. So I recorded what was the second part of this and what was going to be the last part all in one recording. And apparently I deleted that recording after I was done with editing part 2.
So did you have to play the level again?
Yeah, so I went and just played the previous level of this on pistol start and then recorded it from there, so I wasn't starting this with a pistol.
You should have just played the whole game again. Shaking my head. All that secret finding and for what?
Well, the only thing I'm missing by the end of the game that I had before was the chainsaw, and that's okay. I'm okay with that.
But it's the chainsaw. That's the Doom
Have you ever used the
thing.
chainsaw
I used it.
in this game?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
In this exact episode, I used the chainsaw.
I don't believe you.
So,
Anyways, this is the penultimate level. I like it a lot. It's a pretty big fortress. However, I recorded this like in the morning after I had woken up, and I couldn't be bothered to look for secrets, so I'm not gonna find any secrets, sadly.
I got lost on this. Also, there's a chainsaw you can pick up in this level.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't find
I found it.
it. Well, good for you. I'm happy.
I was on this level
Learning.
for a hot minute. I got lost on this one. I probably should have used the map feature.
Outside of looking for secrets, I don't really use the map to find out where I am in episode 1. I'll usually start using it like midway through episode 2 and a lot of episode 3. Because episode 3 is like that. But this is I don't want to say the last map designed by John Romero, because I feel like he may have made a couple maps for episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
I just know he didn't make all of it. But this is going to be the last John Romero level in at least episode 1.
John became the business John.
No, the business stuff was handled by Jay Wilbur.
Well, then where the fuck did John go?
Well, the lead designer, he still tampered a lot with the engine, because every time Carmack would add something new, he would have to implement that in as like, okay, well, how can we use this in map building? And he made the map editor and shit. And then at least after this one released, he lost a lot of time on Doom 2 working with like Raven Software and a few other studios to license out the project and make games for it. So like Hexen, Strife.
Yeah. Also, pretty sure to get the chainsaw, it's in this room up here, but you have to hit a switch on top of the pillar in the other room that you were just in.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for anything. I was just trying to get through the level.
I just was trying everything in the level because I couldn't figure out where to go for a bit.
That's where I found a lot of secrets at first. I was
Yeah.
just trying to figure out where I was going, and then I would find a secret instead of
It's
a path
like-
forward and be like, cool, but what the hell?
Yeah, it's on top of that pillar that you just passed. Yeah,
Ow.
you stand on top of that and ride it up. You're riding it up. Aw.
I think I wrote it up and hit the switch on the original recording. But I never had the chainsaw, so I probably didn't remember.
Yeah. It's also how you can get down to that, like, acid area or radiation area. I know just off the cuff more about this level than you do right now. That's pretty cool.
But there you go.
I
I'm
spent
proud.
like 45 minutes in this level, so I would hope.
I would love to watch you play episode 3.
Oh, God. That is something nobody should see.
I want you to play Mount Erebus. So badly right now.
Right now, fuck that.
Yeah, I have limited time. I gotta leave after this recording. So.
Which is why
yeah,
we're gonna play
not now.
Guilty Gear.
Yeah. 2-minute matches. I'm okay with that. All right, guys. You heard it here first, folks. We've made our plans for after the recording.
We're doing the commentary on Guilty Gear Strive.
Well, shoot. I have nothing to say on that one.
Wow, this is fighting game footage. This is certainly fighting game footage.
So here I was whooping his ass. Okay, now he's whooping my ass. I was kind of angry. But I'm slowly turning it around. And then he finished me because I got stuck just standing there in place trying to do my super and it wouldn't
Yeah,
activate.
it's just a commentary on fucking online matches.
And then this guy sent me a message in chat of like the middle finger. It was kind of rude.
I reported him.
But I deserved it. I'm going back up here.
There's nothing here
I think I
unless you hit
forgot.
that switch.
I think I forgot I had been up here.
The corpses weren't a giveaway. Ah!
Oh, man, I'm looking for the blue key card.
Ah. Bum,
But,
bum, bum.
I think it's like the only door the red key card opens is where you find it, but you have to go like back to the beginning of the map, which is probably where you got massively lost.
Yeah. I remember looking a long time for a fucking colored door, so.
Because there's only one yellow door, there's like only one red door,
They're the fucking bitches.
but you have to go back all the way over here for it.
Fucking asshole game.
I love it.
And then there's a mob of creatures. Yeah. That's very Doom.
Again, I kind of compare it to like frustrations you would have with like Sonic 2 on your first time playing it.
Oh yeah, like I wasn't not blaming the game too much when I was playing. I was just like,
Right.
I'm so fucking stupid.
Like obviously most fans love Sonic 2, but I'm sure if you gave it to any new player, they would probably be pissed off at the one playthrough that they couldn't beat the Death Egg robot.
Yeah.
And they'd probably never play the game again. You know, it's kind of like that. But obviously, if you just play the game again,
or you play
you have
Sonic
the pattern down. You
3,
may only die like once or twice, and then you have the pattern down, and you'll be good.
Or you play Sonic 3 and you get fucking lost in Marble Garden. Because I know that happened
Or you
to me.
time out in the carnival.
Carnival Night?
Yeah.
I never got lost in Carnival Night. As a kid, I got lost in Marble Garden.
I got lost in both, and I timed out in Carnival Night because I couldn't figure out the barrel for a little bit.
See,
I did figure it out, but then once I got past that, I timed out.
by the time
Funny enough, I think I timed out on Act 2 specifically.
I played Sonic 3, I had been, or like finally beat Sonic 3, I had been watching Brain Scratch at that point. So I knew how to do the barrel because they wouldn't shut up about it.
I got to launch base zone, and I got to big arms, but I did not have enough time to beat big arms. So every time I would die and respawn, I just couldn't win. Welcome to the last level. It's
Yeah, this level's stupid.
it's just kind of a big open
Waste your
area.
ammo. Waste your ammo kind of level, and then they give you a bunch of ammo, so it's fine.
I wouldn't really call it a waste of ammo. I didn't use much ammo there.
It's a waste your ammo kind of level.
It's the last level. You don't need it.
Yeah. I need to keep it stockpiled just in case.
No, this is when you blitz through the level because you have every single rocket you ever collected and you never used it once.
You see, that would be great, but I didn't do that.
I think you would have picked up a few rockets throughout the game, even if you didn't have the rocket launcher. You had ammo for it.
I had the rocket launcher, but my dumbass, when I got out here, I didn't know you could stand on the blood. So I was fighting these things just on this platform, and I died because
It's a good thing you weren't on ultraviolence, because then there's a bunch of shadows.
Well, I was up on the platform and died anyways, so I would have just died in this room regardless, is what I'm saying. And then when I figured out you can stand on the blood, I was like, oh, this shit's easy.
I was just trying to look for health. I didn't really need it, but... Now for the long, tedious process of trying to shotgun one of these guys. Because I'm out of rockets.
Why don't you use a chain gun?
The shotgun's faster.
Is it?
It's gonna have more damage over time.
That seems improperly balanced.
Oh. That's how it is.
I
Okay,
like
so
the
there's
shape
one
of this
secret...
level, too.
Oh, that's funny. There's one secret in this level, but you have to get it before you fight the Baron.
Oh.
So I missed it. John Romero, eventually, when he got back into Doom editing in his free time, he did go through and make kind of his version of this level. And then that was the start of when he decided to make Sigil. Because, like, he remade this level so he could complete his version of Episode 1 that he never got to. And then he made Sigil because he never got to make a single Hell level in all of Doom 1 or Doom 2.
And Sigil, at least visually, looks fucking crazy good. Oh
And that's how you
God.
finish Episode 1. You get killed.
Half-Life 1 bad ending. Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember spawning into that and I was like, bullshit, what? What's happening? And then I died and then
finishes,
the
yep.
cutscene happened.
I love the ending here.
Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Yeah. It's like, wow, we're doing something different than other video games.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they know what they were doing. But that was Doom Episode 1. It is commonly called the most fun and most balanced part of Doom. Especially because Doom 2 is one big level pack, no episode splits. Very solidly designed other than the last level. John Romero was definitely a master of what you could do in that engine. And creating fun levels that are great to play through. So... I feel like a lot of rhetoric has become, it's all downhill from here. I would disagree because I think every other episode, and especially Doom 2, has their own things. They just have more bad, I think, mixed in. But they still heavily advance the formula and have a lot of fun with it, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah. What are your thoughts on Episode 1? So I believe it's the only one you played.
Well, yeah, it is so far the only one I've played. I'll probably play Episode 2 before we get to it, because, you know, I'm working through the game. And that's just, it seems like the more convenient way to play Doom to me. But, yeah, I had fun on Doom. I remember telling you, I don't know if you remember me messaging you when I finished Episode 1. I was like, yeah, that was fun. I don't know how much classic Doom I can play though in one sitting.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just kind of like, it is 100% like gameplay the entire time. And that's not very different to a lot of games from this time period. But the like more labyrinthian kind of design the game sometimes has, on top of that, really just kind of makes you wish there was, like, I don't know, something else. But that said, it's still fun, and that's all that
Again, that's
matters.
why I compared it to Sonic 3.
Yeah.
Because I feel like your impression of Sonic 3 is going to be a lot more negative on the first playthrough until you play it more and more.
Yeah.
That's something similar with Doom. It's just that Doom's more widely played than Sonic 3, and most people aren't going to play the episodes again, so it's kind of relegated to all being episode 1 love, because episode 1's generally the least bullshit about that.
Well, I
Versus
also
later episodes, which are a lot worse about it, but at the same time, just as rewarding once you memorize them. It can blast through them at a better speed.
I also imagine people who aren't already Doom fans, they pick up classic Doom. They probably only really played episode 1. I imagine there's a lot of people that haven't touched episode 2 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's something we never mentioned, funny enough, talking about it, is episode 1 is completely free to this day. You can easily and very legally download it wherever and get the WAD file and use it in any port of Doom you want, or just DOSBox.
And
It is widely accessible, and so that really helps its reputation. It's just the best part of Doom, you know?
Yeah. It also it doesn't help that because of that, people do, it is like the meme of, can it run Doom? You can put it on fucking anything. And like you could put it on a fucking TI-84 calculator and it would run somewhat.
I mean, the game was intentionally designed to run on anything. It was made to be easy to port to anything. That's why episode 1's free, because they even allowed people to print it onto their own floppy disk and sell those at stores. They didn't care. They never saw a single cent of it. Only if you bought, you could. The only thing you weren't allowed to do was take the other 2 episodes in the complete game and sell that without their permission. That was it. But you could do whatever you want with episode 1. You can port it to whatever you want, and that has very much helped its legacy.
Wasn't Doom 1 essentially like they made that, and it was essentially like a demo, and they were like, you can play the rest of the game if you buy the other episodes later on. Yeah.
Yeah, it says that at the bottom of the end screen text. To continue this adventure, go ahead and order Shores from Hell and episode 2 and then Shores from Hell from us.
Yeah. That's cool.
Or yeah, so this is like the best demo you can ever get. Of course, so that means there are probably a lot of people out there who only ever played episode 1 and never moved forward, getting their fill from it. Which, I mean, you very much can do, but at the same time, that's just not what happened.
Well,
it is what happened, but it very much did not impact its success. Doom brought in excessive amounts of money.